breaking news from CBS 2.
And good afternoon. We're interrupting Dr. Phil. Sources close to the Jussie Smollett team and the investigation have just confirmed that a grand jury has indicted the former Empire actor Jussie Smollett.
Former U.S. Attorney Dan Webb was appointed back in August to look into Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx's decision to drop disorderly conduct charges against Smollett. Smollett was accused of orchestrating a fake hate crime against himself. Specifically, Webb was looking at whether there was any wrongdoing in handling the case and if there were reasonable grounds to prosecute Smollett in the future.
This decision just coming 1 month before the primary. State's Attorney Kim Foxx is running for re-election. Her supporters say the timing is politically motivated. A county court clerk is entering the data now, and we should know more very soon. That's what multiple sources are telling us. For the very latest developments, go to CBS Chicago on your smartphone. We'll see you at 5 o'clock.
This has CBS 2 News starts right now with breaking news.
We begin with stunning developments. Jussie Smollett charged once again for staging an attack on himself last year in Chicago.
The details about the new legal trouble for the former Empire actor into our newsroom just minutes ago. We have team coverage, beginning with CBS 2's Charlie DeMar, who's taking a close look at the new indictment. Charlie.
Brad, Special Prosecutor Dan Webb, he was tapped over the summer in August to take a closer look at the Jussie Smollett investigation from top to bottom. And today, a special grand jury returning an indictment of 6 counts of disorderly conduct, of course, against Smollett for filing what court documents now call a false police report last January. Actor Jussie Smollett told Chicago police he was the victim of a brutal, racist and homophobic hate crime last January. When officers arrived to Smollett's apartment, he still had the noose around his neck. He says his attackers draped it around him and splashed him with bleach. But Chicago police later determined brothers Ola and Abel Osindaro, friends of Smollett, were paid to carry out the attack. Surveillance video even caught the brothers buying supplies for the alleged hoax. This video, along with hours of surveillance video and evidence, led to 16 charges against the actor. But days later, State's Attorney Kim Foxx's office dropped the charges. Foxx recused herself, but documents show that she still had a hand in the case. Retired Judge Sheila O'Brien took issue with Foxx's handling of the case and requested a closer look. A Cook County judge agreed and appointed Dan Webb as special prosecutor. Now, here is that indictment, 6 counts, all for disorderly conduct. The documents conclude that Smollett knowingly participated and planned his attack and then lied to police on separate occasions. Dan Webb says that he has arranged with Jussie Smollett's legal team for him to appear voluntarily at a court hearing on February 24th. We will have much more coming up throughout this evening and later tonight at 10. We are live in the control room. Charlie DeMar, CBS 2.
CBS 2 News starts right now with breaking news.
Jussie Smollett charged again. A grand jury indicted the former Empire actor, accusing him of filing false police reports, claiming he was a victim of a racist and homophobic attack. A special prosecutor saying it's in the interest of justice to prosecute him.
We have team coverage of today's developments. First, let's go to Charlie DeMar, who's been following this story from the start. Charlie.
Brad and Erica, this story takes yet another turn. Of course, actor Jussie Smollett went from victim to suspect to facing charges. Then he was cleared altogether. Well, today he's charged again for his role in what those now documents call a staged hate crime. Now he's charged again. The special prosecutor saying that State's Attorney Kim Foxx, that she got it all wrong by allowing Smollett to walk.
I am not going to accept any view of this case whatsoever from anybody. I have to examine the evidence. I've got to make decisions out of fairness based on what the evidence is.
Special Prosecutor Dan Webb outlined the sudden about-face in this informational release, saying that the state's attorney's office concluded that the evidence against Mr. Smollett was strong. Then 3 weeks later, the office changed their view for no apparent reason.
I've been truthful and consistent on every single level since day one.
But today, Webb and a grand jury charging the actor with 6 counts of disorderly conduct for lying to police.
I know the police department is working aggressively. The alleged statement of what happened here is horrific, and there's no place for it here in the city of Chicago.
Then Mayor Emanuel and police touted their tireless work investigating Smollett's accusations that he was the victim of a homophobic and racist attack, complete with the noose and chemical attack. But the new charges claim Smollett participated in the attack and knowingly lied to police on 4 separate occasions. In fact, police are still suing Smollett to get more than $100,000 back for all their wasted time and effort. So where is Jussie Smollett right now? That is unclear, but where he will be February 24th, right here in Cook County, facing a judge to face those 6 new counts and face the judicial system all over again. In the control room, Charlie DeMar, CBS.
And now this just in, actor Jussie Smollett has been indicted on new charges for reporting a bias attack Chicago police say was a hoax. Prosecutors say Smollett lied to police last year when he claimed 2 masked men beat him and also shouted homophobic and racial slurs on a street near his Chicago home. But in reality, police say Smollett paid 2 brothers to stage the attack. Smollett was originally charged with disorderly conduct for allegedly staging the attack, but prosecutors eventually dropped those charges.
Afternoon to you. We have reached yet another unexpected turn in this matter. The special prosecutor Dan Webb bringing 6 charges of disorderly conduct in his alleged false filing of a police report. It was about a year ago when she claimed he was attacked by 2 men who made MAGA references, poured bleach on him, and left him with a noose around his neck. It was just a little more than a year ago that the former Empire actor claimed he was the victim of a racial homophobic crime and that his perpetrators left him with a noose hanging around his neck. Kim Foxx's office in March of 2019 dropped the charges. The probe by the special prosecutor Dan Webb also looked into whether Foxx's calls with a Smollett relative and an ex-aide of former First Lady Michelle Obama influenced the decision to drop charges. Foxx recused herself from the case but continued to influence the direction of it. In early January, just several weeks ago, a Cook County judge ordered Google to turn over Smollett's emails, photos, location data, and private messages for an entire year as part of Webb's investigation. Drafted and deleted items from him and to representatives and agents as well were part of that judge's order. Chicago police detectives believe that Smollett conspired with 2 brothers and the actor paid them $3,500 to stage the attack. In bringing these charges today, the special prosecutor firmly believes, he says, that the Cook County State's Attorney's Office mishandled this case.
I have to be accountable for the actions of not only myself but for my office, and I don't run from that responsibility. What I will say is that we have an obligation to be transparent in everything that we do, and we dropped the ball in our transparency in the way that we handled this case.
So as the dust settled a little bit today, it certainly appears there are 2 prongs to this investigation. Smollett's involvement in course of the original police report and the false allegations there, as well as Kim Foxx and her attorney's involvement. Jussie Smollett is due back in court here February 24th. We're live at the Cook County Courthouse. Patrick Elwood, WGN News. Back to you guys in the studio.